ice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cannon, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boyz commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Chris Binney, and I'm Jamaica's #1 squash player and 9-time Caribbean champion, and you're watching the Reggae Boyz commentary. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button below.
Yes, Reggae Boyz commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boyz commentary, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Reggae Boyz commentary, subscribe, like, and share. Is that the right order?
This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Centre, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Hello viewers, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boyz commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. So let's talk about a young player that has a record. This young man right here is the youngest man to ever feature for Jamaica in a World Cup qualifier. Yes, he played March 27, 2022 against Canada in BMO Field in Toronto. At 17 years and 5 months old, Tarick Ximenes played for Jamaica. And guess what? He's still 17 years of age. Still 17 years of age. We will remember his time in schoolboy football. We certainly remember his time at Harbourview. And we'll certainly keep a close eye as to what is happening with him where club football is concerned. So what is the situation? Let's break it down. So right now, he currently plies his trade with Mount Pleasant Academy. That is the current club that he plays for right now in the Jamaica Premier League. Bibby, when he played in a World Cup qualifying, remember, Bibby made his debut for Jamaica in 1997. Bibby's debut for Jamaica was 1997. And at that time, when Bibby made his debut for Jamaica in a World Cup qualifier in 1997, Bibby was 18 going on 19. So, yeah. And if you want to go back specifically when Bibby made his debut, because remember, Bibby is September 1978, and his debut came in 1997. So he would have been 18 going on 19 by the time he made his debut for Jamaica. So Tarick Ximenes, he's the person that has the record for being the youngest person to play for Jamaica in a World Cup qualifier. Tarick Ximenes. So Jamaica competed at the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship quite recently. And it's disappointing for many reasons. Although Jamaica had their best ever finish in quite some time. In fact, we have to go back to 2013, the last time that Jamaica got to a quarterfinals of a CONCACAF Under-20 Championship. And that was back in Mexico. And that tournament, as you know, had the likes of Omar Holness, Damian Lowe, Kendan Anderson, Alvis Powell. So that was the last time that Jamaica went to the quarterfinals of an Under-20 Championship. This was 2013. We're now in 2022. So that's 9 years onwards. Jamaica at the Under-20 Championships, they drew 1-1 with Costa Rica. They lost 5-0 to Honduras. They defeated Antigua and Barbuda 2-0, and then they got the better of Haiti 2-1 in the round of 16 before the elimination to the Dominican Republic 1-0. Really, really disappointing, because Jamaica should have been making the necessary preparations already to get things in place for the World Cup. That is exactly where we should be right now. That's where Jamaica should be. But that's not the case. Rob Smith says, how old was Bibi? Well, I asked Abs, hey, Simon, big up, big up. Hope you're doing well. People were fooled about Bibi's age at the international debut because he was so maga. He was maga, wasn't he, during that period of time? If you look at that under 20 squad that Jamaica took, right? Tarick Ximenes was part of that squad, like I made mention. Xander Bicknell, Jamari Clark, Tyler Roberts, Zion Scarlett, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Dexter from Wolves, Luke Badley Morgan, who Chelsea at the time, but now is at Stoke, Christopher Pearson, Duncan McKenzie, Jerome Barkley, Devontae Campbell. All of these individuals were members of that squad. All of these individuals were members of that squad as Jamaica went to the quarterfinals, and unfortunately missed out on qualification. Ximenes did score in a tournament, scored against Haiti, and to many people, they will tell you that that was his only bright spark of the tournament, as they believe that he has not impressed well for Jamaica at youth level and senior level. But he's 17. Let's look at where we are right now, because where he is at 17 could be a completely different picture to where he is at 21, for the better or for the worse. But let us hope that it is for the better. That is what we have to hope. So what is the situation? So when Tarick Ximenes was playing schoolboy football, a couple of Belgian clubs came to the island in terms of looking at talent and keeping a close eye. Because as you know, with online sources these days, you can get highlights of schoolboy football. So there were 3 Belgian clubs that showed a keen interest in him. One of them was a club called Westerlo, another club called Antwerp, and another club called Club Brugge. Club Brugge are the Belgian champions. Club Brugge have won 18 Belgian titles. The champions of Belgium, Club Brugge, or as Louis van Gaal says, Brugge. Club Brugge, the second most successful club in all of Belgium. Anderlecht are the most successful club with 34 titles. 34 titles to their name. Anderlecht, the most successful with 34. Club Brugge, 18 titles to their name. Out of those 3 clubs that I made mention, Club Brugge took an interest in Tarick Ximenes. Tarick Ximenes has been having different trials up and down. He has been in the hearts and minds of many individuals. Persons are considerate and people are looking out for him. And from his days at Harborview, they have been. People have seen him in games at the Stadium East. Persons have watched games of him at UWI. And have seen what he's all about. So, they know. Adrian Mariappa has even said that Tarick Ximenes is an individual that he would like to groom. Paul Hall says that Tarick Ximenes is one to watch. So, What is the situation? Club Brugge are interested in the player. Club Brugge are keen on the player. It's now over to Mount Pleasant Academy if they feel this is the right fit for him. Never say never, but communication, there can be a fall, there can be a drop in communication. Let's hope that it doesn't go that way. But the fact is that there is interest in Tarick Ximenes. The truth is there's interest in Tarick Ximenes. The truth is the interest, and there is interest in Tarick Ximenes from Club Brugge. The other truth is that Club Brugge is not the only club that has shown interest in this man, Tarick Ximenes. That is where we are at this point in time. Let us have a look at the comments and see what you guys have to say, and then we press forward with that. Azadre Wandan says, up Simon, up. What's up? Eagle Republic, so true. I thought he was like 16. It will be any surprise in the next call up against Argentina, maybe Clark from Reading. Personally, I'm not expecting Clark to be called up, but if Jamari Clark does well at Reading this season, I do expect a call up at some point. In July, he signed a new contract with the club, and it is a contract that keeps him there until next season. I kind of find it bizarre that you have an 18-year-old only signing a one-year contract with Reading. It gives me the impression that his mind is elsewhere on a bigger club, or Reading has something planned for him. So that is where my headspace is with Jamari Clark. Joseph Brown says, up Simon, up. What's going on? Malachi Douglas was a standover at Costa Rica, and the coach didn't play him again, but I saw it go. You know, Travis, you know what I've learned in life? At the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, the cream will rise to the top. So Malachi Douglas, if his chance didn't come then, his chance will come down the road. You can't keep good people down. You can't keep good players down. Players that might not have gotten an opportunity at youth level, when they get into the senior team, that's when they flourish. I don't think this is the end of the road for Malachi Douglas. Or in fairness, hi Simon, what about the Jamaica under-17? The under-17 qualifiers don't get going until next year, so there's no squad in camp. However, it is something that should be done. I think that it is something that needs to be done, I should say, regarding them. Hope this is true. He can develop and become much better overall. It is true. It is factual that there is interest in the player. Tying the knot and putting pen to paper is a different conversation. Completely different conversation. We have to consider, outside of Shamar Nicholson, how many Jamaicans have got ample playing time in Belgium? We know the situation with Taxi, the personal issues. What about Tarick McGee? Tarick McGee hasn't played 30 games for Cassiopen. Tarick Ximenes is 17. Let's say he signs a 5-year contract with Club Brugge. That means he's there till he's 22. Is it better for him to be in Club Brugge's under-23s until the remainder of his contract? Or would you rather him be somewhere where you know that he's going to get games? Honestly, I want him to be in an environment where I know he's going to play week in, week out. Even if that means that it's the Belgian second division, I'm completely fine with that. That is where my headspace is at. Let him go somewhere where he can play 20, 30 games a season. That is crucial. That is important. He needs to be in such an environment. And that is crucial. JC seems to be getting a lot of interest from Europe. No surprise, to be honest with you, because of the talent that has been nurtured. Sharon Bess says, Simon, the development that Tarick Ximenes missed at an early age, he wouldn't get that in Europe, and he gonna join a group of players that had developed already. Do you think it's gonna be hard? I think it's gonna be hard if he goes straight into the first team of Club Brugge. I'm not saying impossible. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm not saying impossible. Can he make it as a Club Brugge player if pen is put to paper? If there's an agreement between both clubs, he could. He's already built like a grown man. He is. Size is not an issue. 2 years in the reserves and he'll be fine. If a 5-year deal is on the table, we'll see. 2 years in the academy, and there's a guarantee at some point about moving into the first team, then I say, okay. I say, let's go. I say, let's roll with it. I say, why not? I'm all on board with that. Yeah. Completely fine with me. Belgian scout should invest in Jamaica. I believe, Travis, that this is something that should be done. Belgian scouts are more keen about the talent in Africa, like Democratic Republic of the Congo and other countries, but certainly Jamaica, and by extension, the Caribbean should be a market that they should look at as well. If he is 17, he can't be signed, I think. 17? Why not? Remember, once you're 16, you can. Timur Periodkin says, up Simon, what's the latest? I'm doing good, How things? What's going on? What about Hutchinson? Is he completely committed with Jamaica, or is it unnecessary a call-up? Well, the game against Catalonia, as we know, was not a FIFA. Well, Catalonia is not a FIFA member, so although that counts as his first game for Jamaica, it wasn't a competitive game, so he would need to be playing for Jamaica in a Nations League game so that he can be tied. Simon Preston. Doesn't go like that from 5, 6, 7 players going to real football. Yeah. Ximenes have potential. He can definitely do good. He has potential. He struggled as a conqueror of under-20 player. He did at the under-20 championship. There were many people that felt that the goal that he scored was the only bright spark of the tournament. But why should that define you as a player? That doesn't mean that he might be at 17, but that doesn't mean at 19 that he's going to be the same way. He could be a completely different player. So, yes, Club Brugge like the player. We'll have to wait and see, though, if the deal comes over the line. This is the right age when these young players should be making a professional move. Yeah. This is the age, you're right, 100%. A bad tournament doesn't make you a bad player. You're absolutely right. Simon Ximenes definitely needs more development. At under 22, he'll get playing time. I will rush him into big man football before he's more developed, may backfire. I understand what you're saying, Everton Jackson, but instead of being in Club Brugge's under 23 team, I would much rather him being in the Belgian second division so that he can play the 30 games. He's playing 1 in Europe, playing 2 in Belgium, and 3 playing in a league. It might not be top flight, but it's a second division, and it's still a decent standard of football. And that should not be undervalued or underappreciated at all. He can do good, yeah. 17 is the right age to go into a professional environment. That might be the catalyst Ximenes needs to fast-track his development. And you have certain players that get better by the players around them. So being around better players makes you a better player. And that can only enhance his development. Paul Hall likes him, Maps likes him. I think they have an idea what they are talking about. I think they have seen a few good players in their time. I would agree. My hope now is that he stays level-headed and focused. Whether Club Brugge sign this player or not, I just want to bring the awareness in this video to you guys that eyes are on Jamaica. It might not be England, but eyes are on Jamaica and Jamaican talent. Look, I know people might say Slovenia, Slovakia, Ukraine, Moldova, Hungary, Latvia, Romania, Poland, Ukraine, Estonia, Macedonia, Greece are not the glitz and glamour leagues, but they can be a bridge to something better. They're a start. It's European football. And for some of those countries, some of those clubs in those countries, it means Europa League, it means Champions League, it means UEFA Europa Conference League. So this is something that should not be ignored. First responder says, what are you saying about? What is it specifically that you're saying about? Is there something that you would like to say in relation to that? Go right ahead. I'm listening. If it's a question or if it is a comment, then go right ahead. I'm all ears. Go right ahead. Romain Blake was also very impressive. We have a decent amount of young players in Europe right now. The agents are starting to figure it out. And I know it might not be England, Spain, France, Italy, but guess what? It's progress nonetheless. It is. So let's not forget about that. I like Romain Blake's future in the midfield, though. I think he's still 17. All right. Well said. That's right. But if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know your thoughts and we proceed from there. So that's where we are right now. Reggae Boyz fans, if you haven't already, do and check out the latest videos that have been posted on the channel. There is one in relation to Jamaica's goal scorers that have scored on their debut over the last 3 decades, and also another video in relation to Anthony Stewart, an update in relation to Anthony Stewart and what is the deal with Anthony Stewart. So that is something that you want to check out. So ensure you go and check that out, guys. What is the deal? Anthony Stewart. Go and check that out, because trust me, you're going to like it. So go and watch it. It's going to be good. Ximenes' mental space is what should be ultimately the decider of where he goes. The mental space, I agree, because as we know, Europe and the Caribbean, 2 different cultures, environments, weather, people, language, food. First of all, in Belgium, they speak Flemish, so c'est important pour parler français. En français, c'est très important pour parler français. À Belgique, la France, Luxembourg, Angleterre, l'Espagne, le Portugal, l'Irlande, l'Allemagne, et les beaucoup pays. So he has to learn French, Flemish. Learn how to take the train, the bus. In Belgium, they like chocolate. Thoughts on Lamptey switching to Ghana ahead of the World Cup in Qatar? You know, Abs, honestly, I think he made the right decision, because when you look at England's depth at right back with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Kieran Trippier, when is he ever going to touch the field? Honestly, Kyle Walker, can't believe I forgot him. That's 4 players right there. And then coming up through the mix of things, Ben White could operate there if needed. So it's going to be extremely tough if he was to get into the mix of things. It'd be extremely challenging. Very, very tough. So James Justin, both left and right back. So honestly, it's a tough one. So I think Tarick Lamptey made the best decision. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka might follow suit as well. So I think that the next sort of right backs in line that we have to keep close eye on is Ethan Laird and Max Aarons, and hopefully England doesn't cap any of them. Brandon Williams, I'm sure, will be in the picture at some point. The conversation, at least. The conversation. But yeah, Tariq Lamptey, Ghana. This should be rather compelling. It's a World Cup, and he's going to go to a World Cup. This is his best chance of going to a World Cup. Robbie's very comfortable on the ball, similar to King. Ghana, hope flop, calling up all these players who never sweat in the qualifiers. That's an excellent point. He didn't play in the qualifiers. I understand you want to strengthen your squad, but you should never forget those that have helped you. You see what I'm saying? You should not forget about those that have done well for you. So, honestly, Asamoah might not have a club right now, but if he's at the World Cup, then that's fine, because he's helped the team through qualifying. Big ups to Chris Hughton as a technical advisor that did such a good job. You know, Otto Addo is the head coach, German-born to Ghanaian parents. Yeah, squad that of players that don't have a lot of experience in terms of from the qualifiers. For me, it's not right. That's how I feel on the matter. Max Aarons to learn from Lamptey, in my opinion. I agree. He's supposed to learn from Lamptey. So we're like, brethren, come on. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I think it should be. So the manager of Club Brugge is Carl Hofkens. As you remember, this guy was at West Bromwich Albion. Yeah. Was at Stoke for a period of time as well. Played for Belgium too. So I'm sure you guys remember him. So he was at West Brom under the managerialship of Tony Mowbray. And he just had a good eye for talent. Very good eye for talent. And we hope for the best. We want the best. It's time our players get the deserve and respect. It's time. Hey! Pool under 1-0. Why? Why? Pool under 1-0. I tell you. Alright, if I'm drop out, you know. It's alright if I'm drop out, you know. I don't mind. If I'm drop out a group stage of Champions League, that's alright. It's an empty Europa League, man. Serious thing, you know. A serious thing, you know. I don't mind. It's alright, you know. I'm drop down, you know. I'm not gonna feel no way. I'm not gonna shame. I'm not gonna cry. So, let them do them thing. Let them do them thing. Unfortunately, Rangers lost to Celtic. Not Celtic, sorry. Rangers lost to Ajax in the Champions League. They fell 4-0. Maruf was not on the bench for this game. Would you rather have a 33-year-old Dennis Odoi of Club Brugge or 22-year-old Lamptey? It's a no-brainer for me, but I agree he should have shown up in the qualifiers. Yeah, he should have showed up in the qualifiers, 100%. Rico Henry ain't getting no call-up. Most of these English players are very hesitant. You know? They've seen what Gareth Southgate has done in giving opportunities, and I just feel like they believe that Gareth will give them a chance. That one cap will come their way, and that one cap can turn into 2, and then 5, and then 10, and then 20, and then 50. I don't think Ainsley Maitland-Niles is going to play for England again. You know what I'm saying? Jay Boothroyd, one cap wonder. Danny Simpson never played for England. Could have played for Jamaica. Could have had a good career. Darren Bradley never played for England. And Roberto Martin is like, oh, wait for England. Well, Darren, you should wait for England. England is going to call you up quite soon. You're in the championship, but they're going to call you up. Turn and refuse the call up for the Nigeria game. Darren Bradley could have been a Jamaican player right now. The midfield situation that we've had, the challenges that we had, Darren Bradley could have played for Jamaica, man. Vexed about this to this very, very day. To this very day, I'm disappointed because when he was at Swansea, I'm done. 37 now. I'm done. I'm done. Honestly. Darren Bradley was not going to go and play for England. Darren Bradley, England international. Owen Howe agrees with one leg would have played over Darren Bradley. Absolutely shocking, honestly. I'm just absolutely baffled that something like that transpired. So yeah, that's where we are at this point in time. Reggae Boyz fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all of this. Because the channel is this close to 15,000 subscribers. And things are only going to get brighter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary. More exciting, riveting, informative content are on their way. So stay tuned.
This video is brought to you by Maypen Educational Centre, catering to evening CSEC classes and chess classes. Call 876-337-7374 or 876-775-6692. We got you covered preparing for exams. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.